Tony, no! That's the princess!
Princess Tomato was a game my mom rented for me once upon a time. I don't know what drew me to this game. It might have been the claymation characters on the front, or maybe the bright pink label. Whatever it was, I chose it over other games in the NES library that may have been a little more exciting for a 6-7-year-old boy. Whatever it was, I had a lot of good memories of this game. My mom bought this for me a couple years ago, before the NES boom, as like a Christmas present. And I even got a boxed copy. I don't have a manual though, so that's a little unfortunate. But, you know, I'm still very thankful that I get to play this game again. So let's take a look.
Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom places you in the role of Sir Cucumber, a knight on a mission to rescue Princess Tomato from the sinister minister himself, Minister Pumpkin. He plans on wedding her to his son, Pumpkin Jr., so they can take over the Salad Kingdom. He also employs the Farmies, a group of human farmers who eat the vegetable people. That's just a bit terrifying. The game is full of colorful and humorous characters, including Sir Cucumber's sidekick, Percy the Persimmon, who acts as sort of a narrator for the game. Most of the people you meet are actually fruit and vegetable people, though for some reason there is also Lisa, who is human and apparently Princess Tomato's sister.
I have no idea how that works, especially since their father is King Broccoli. That is one non-traditional family unit.
The graphics in Princess Tomato look pretty good. Most are just portraits, some with simple animation. I love how the world looks and the creativity that went into building this kingdom of vegetables. There are shops that are shaped like food packaging and flying cherry birds and all sorts of other clever ideas sprinkled throughout the game. I will say that you aren't going to find anything here that will really wow you graphically. While the portraits look nice for the most part, the lack of any animation or level design kind of makes it a static experience. The music in Princess Tomato is mostly pretty great. The first tune you hear upon starting the game is one that I've always loved. It's got kind of a mysterious yet quirky and playful mood to it that gets caught in your head. The theme of the Resistance base is another moody and mysterious tune that sounds great as well. The upbeat tracks, such as the one that plays in the second stage, is catchy too.
The only problem is that the stages are actually pretty long, and since the gameplay is pretty limited, the music gets to be a little repetitive, after playing a stage for 20 minutes. All in all though, the game's soundtrack is really good.
Princess Tomato is a text-based adventure game. As you've seen throughout the video, players progress through the game by selecting different options on the sides of the screen. You can take actions such as move, look, check, hit, and praise. You have to use a series of these actions on each screen to find what you are looking for to proceed to the next area. You will travel back and forth between screens until you find that hidden item or talk to that specific person who will give you more information. Some required actions are actually pretty cryptic. Sometimes you won't think to use the praise command to praise the character on the screen to give you information, or even the hit command. I mean, do you really want to beat information out of people? Actually, yes. Yes, you do. Especially Potato.
Screw that guy.
There's some points of the game that plop you down into a maze. The mazes are fairly simple, but they can be intimidating if you don't know your way. Honestly, even after playing this game countless times throughout the years, I still just take a look at online maps to get myself through. Other than these few mazes, the only part of the gameplay that I should mention is combat. Yes, there is combat in Princess Tomato. The most thrilling type of combat. Rock, paper, scissors. Anytime you must fight your way through an enemy, prepare to finger battle, which is really just an elaborate game of rock, paper, scissors that paired with a guessing game where you try to predict the direction which your enemy will look. Different control pad directions specify which hand signal you'll throw, rock, paper, or scissors. If you win the battle, you'll need to punch in a direction on the control pad and hope the enemy looks that way. Each win will remove an enemy token from the bottom of the screen. When you remove all the enemy tokens, you win. Clear as mud?
Princess Tomato and the Salad Kingdom is a good game, at least from my memories. It's nostalgia talking, I know that. It's a text-based adventure game, and it's not that great when you put it up against any other text-based adventure game ever, really. But you can kind of tell that this was designed for kids. This was designed to kind of introduce you to the text-based adventure game genre, and I think it does a pretty good job of that. So that being said, if you want to play Princess Tomato, go right ahead. Give it a shot. Try it out. The only thing that I will have to suggest, though, is you're going to want to either emulate it or buy it on the Wii Virtual Console. It hasn't been introduced to the Wii U or the 3DS, but you can get it on the Wii. Otherwise, it's a pretty pricey game these days, which honestly doesn't surprise me, considering it's not a very common game. But other than that, I like Princess Tomato. It's a very memorable game for me, and I love it a lot because of that. So, that's all I've got. Thanks guys for watching. Later.